Hi, Mike DePung here. Thanks for joining me for Songs of a Shaman. The song that I would like to share with you today is one I've actually been thinking about for a few days now, and it's become a sweeter song uh, due to reflection on it. And it is the Song of Stories. Shamans love stories. I think that's partly because, at least this shaman loves stories, it's partly because they carry a great amount of energy. Their energy, when I listen to someone tell a story, whether it's about themselves or about somebody else that they know, that they were some way involved with, it gives me a lot of insight into who they are, into the way they feel about themselves, the way they feel about others, about life in general. Um, there's real abundance in stories. They give a texture and a flavor and a color to life and to the lives of those who tell them. And in olden times, maybe not just in olden times, but even now, I people delight in stories. Um, they like to listen to the stories. They like to tell the stories. It helps people remember important episodes of life. Stories are just filled with the things that we really enjoy. Now, sometimes stories can be maybe not so great stories. They can tell us about things that are problems or things that have happened that don't contain the higher life frequencies, higher energies. But that's okay because they still give us insight. And one of the really cool things about stories to me, besides giving me insight into who is telling them, is I enjoy telling about myself through stories. I love to tell stories about my family, the stories that I've heard that I heard growing up. The ghost stories, the supernatural type stories, the things that happened to me as a little boy, um, things that I've experienced. And I find that people are really attracted to storytellers. And it's a way for us to build bonds. The storyteller gets to reframe. Maybe the stories are things that were not that significant or dramatic or anything, but this person who's telling it feels like, well, that's important to me. It's something I want to tell. We get to frame the stories. The storyteller gets to frame the stories the way they want. Now, here's the other cool thing about them. When I listen to somebody's story, I wouldn't change the facts about those stories. I wouldn't change anything about them except for this, um, the way I receive the story, the way I interpret the energies that come from the story. So if you're into reading others' energies, of relating on that really deeper level, a significant level of relationships, then think about stories. Think about that song. Some stories are made into songs, the ballads that we have. There are some famous ballads and the like. But the important thing is to remember to listen for the energy, to receive the energy, to frame the energy the way you think about, relate to the teller, and build those bonds that are significant, that are precious. Build those bonds that are of heart and of love. Because ultimately, if we want to be happy, and I do, I want to see the love that's there. And so that's what I'm sharing with you today. All the best. Love and peace till next time. Should I tell you a story? Maybe I shouldn't know. I tell you what, I will. I do have stories, and I will share them along the way. But for right now, this is long enough. Talk to you later.